Hi all, Kevin McNew and Cy Monley with Quantum Hedging with our weekly forecast for corn, beans, and associated spreads. It was a good week to see markets rallying, recovering. We had some positive inputs. Our models have been, especially on the bean side, been very bullish of late, and we'll take a look at what bean models are saying now. But as we start with corn, it's a coin flip. After we've had this move higher, our model is kind of just in coin flip territory where it says we could go higher or lower with pretty much equal probability. Cy, what do you think the corn market's digesting right now?
That makes total sense. Lots of news coming on. We're getting past harvest. Now it's kind of up to the next wave of selling and or fund buying to sort of come out and take over the move. But yeah, that makes total sense. This time of year for corn historically drifts higher. So I think that's part of the reason, Kevin, that we did drift higher for the last week or two here. But yeah, I think corn's got a it's got a 50-50 chance mentally for me as well.
Yeah, and for the viewers that are watching, the icons on the chart are showing our probability each week of the market moving up. So when you see green, that's more leaning to the bullish side, yellow is more neutral, red more negative or bearish. Let's switch to beans, where it has been a lightning round of activity. We go back to October 14th at the bottom on our chart around October 14th. We were 81% bullish from our model, and we've been on this steep uphill slide for some time now. And our model continues to look for more upside, which is really driven by kind of market structure issues and technical indicators. So not having a lot to do with fundamentals, but what I can tell our listeners is this is a strong seasonal time of year. We see more rallies than we do declines over the next month at this time of year. And our model is adding a little more impetus to that based on the recent technical activity, Cy. And so that's contrary to what everyone has been so bullish or bearish, up until maybe the last week or so.
Yeah, and I think our models are picking up on a few differences in terms of it's not just supply and demand right now. We look at the dollar, we look at crude, we look at moves, like you said, seasonals. So there are other factors here in play, and now all of a sudden you're getting the news chase it. What is the news chasing it? China bought some beans off the PNW, kind of a token thing before Trump and Xi tonight, I think. Late at night. So if they're back in buying some beans, even if they just buy 5 million metric tons, you kind of flip the bearish bean S&D on its head here a little bit. So yeah, I beans could be pretty frothy here with another leg higher.
Yeah, absolutely. On the spread side, we've had some really big moves in spreads with all this action, and our models, corn spreads we were bullish on a couple of weeks ago, and we turned a little more neutral here after this big leg up, Cy, and spreads are tightening a little bit. What are you thinking here?
Yeah, same thing, Kevin. I mean, it's sort of a coin flip right now. It really is going to come down to weather and kind of the last 10-20% of farmer selling. So yeah, I don't have much feel here, or nor does the model.
Right. Bean spreads, also a big move up, but now our model's turning a little bearish here. May have seen a little bit of the high here on spreads because we've had such a strong move up.
And that's interesting because our flat price is bullish, spreads are not as bullish. I think that's, as a fundamentalist, you think about cash markets, you think about spreads and then futures. Well, cash market, we're competitive again. Well, I think Brazil's now a little more competitive, but if we get rid of the tariffs, that's what I'm saying. We could be competitive again. So the spread's going to be one to watch. This is kind of an interesting point to be negative spreads and sort of bullish flat price. So let's see how that plays out.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hey, thanks for watching. And as always, visit us online at quantum-hedging.com. Learn how we can help you in the chaotic world of commodity trading. Have a good week, everyone. We'll talk to you next week.